in studio with us Renee Weinkauf, owner of World Class Gym. Obviously coming off of a busy year, you have more and more clients in your area, and you're also dealing with more and more clients this time of the year because it is January, where you have many people coming in for their New Year's resolutions. So that's the focus here. Have you noticed a trend in the last couple of years in terms of the types of people that come in, or just what people are looking for when they come into your gym in January?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Anyone in Lloydminster knows that I am really expanding into the athletes. I mean, which really pertains nothing to New Year's resolutions. But our gym has switched over to training a lot of sports athletes in Lloydminster right now.
Okay. And so you haven't seen a big influx on your side of things then?
It is. I mean, we're still getting a lot of extra people to the boot camps and stuff like that, which obviously this time of year is mostly weight loss and just healthy lifestyle changes, which we're still getting a lot of that. We still are.
Okay. And are the boot camps have been a more effective way of getting people to New Year's resolution goals, because you're kind of forcing people to get out of their comfort zone and to do something really difficult right away, rather than kind of leaving them to their own devices, trying to go one day at a time?
Yep. I mean, a lot of people are intimidated, obviously, right? Especially to go to a gym, a normal gym, where you got this buff guy over here and this misfit over here. And most of the people doing the New Year's resolutions aren't those people. They're looking at those people and they want to be those people, but they don't want to be around those people. They just don't. You know, you want to be comfortable in your environment. And they usually come to us, even on one-on-one with a trainer. It can be a little uncomfortable if you're new and you're kind of scared. But when you come into like the boot camp situation where you know nobody there is misfit, you know, everybody there is trying to make a change for a reason. So everybody's just like you. So that's why that kind of boot camp thing really suits a lot of people.
Okay. What are some of the other obstacles you find people run into when they have these New Year's resolution goals when it comes to fitness, nutrition, and exercise?
Number one thing is, you know, everybody sets themselves up for failure. It's the old, okay, it's go time, it's New Year's resolution, I got to work out 7 days a week, and I gotta eat like an angel. And we all know that's leading you straight to failure.
So the realistic way to do it is to go simpler goals, basically?
That's right, baby steps. And I never tell anybody, I normally, when I get new clients, they're like, if they ask me to make them a diet, I'm like, no. Even though I can make money on making them a diet, I won't. The first couple months, I just say, keep it simple. Switch from eating everything you're eating to meat, vegetables, and fruit. And that's it. That's as simple it is for the first 3 months.
Okay.
You know?
So what would be an example of, say, let's say you eat a lot of, for candy bars, for example. What would be a type of food that can still kind of get you what you get from candy bars in terms of a sugar craving, but it's a little more healthy? It doesn't have to be a super healthy item.
Right. A lot of people switch to the old apples and peanut butter. Right, you get a little bit of the crunch, and you're still getting that awesome flavor of peanut butter, which almost everybody loves. But like a lot of people switch over to a lot of apples and oranges for their craving switch.
Okay, I can attest to apples; they still do the trick.
I love apples, yeah. Certainly.
And that when is it usually when people start tailing off? Is it right around the end of January, or do they make it farther than that?
No, I think it's 10% of people don't even make it past January, right? And then it keeps going and going and going, and then I think it's 12% of people that actually make it for the full year. So look at how much it just dwindles through that full year. You just keep losing people and losing people and losing people.
Now, is there a particular strategy you would say to people who are kind of starting out for the first time in terms of goal setting and then keeping track of those goals? So keeping a calendar or writing down when you're supposed to be, is that a good way to go, or is there anything else?
I really believe in a food journal. So everything that goes in your mouth, you write it down, whether it's good or bad, because then you're accountable. I mean, it sounds funny, but I had a girl come in this morning and say she had a chocolate bar in her mouth last night, and she was she had her diary in front, and she spit it out because she knew she had to write it down. So it works. A food journal, to me, is the number one thing for trying to make that little process into healthier eating.
Okay. And is there anything else, just as we finish up, something that people might not have thought about themselves, but is a really simple way to kind of help them on their fitness journey?
Plain and simple, to me, everybody can do it. We all can do it. We all have the tools. It's just, do you honestly want it, or is it just something you would like to do? Like, that's what you want to be, or do you really want to work for it? You know?
For sure. And then to end it, do you have any particular date you want to circle in terms of something going on over at WCG?
No, I mean, we all started. I mean, we don't really have a start or stop of any of our classes. They're ongoing year round. So a lot of people are joining in right now. They're just starting to trickle in for those boot camps. And yeah, they are filling up. We got a lot of people right now. So anybody who wants to come on in and join the team. There ain't no certain type of people that fit in there. And we got, female trainers, we got male trainers, and everybody fits the part at WCG.
Absolutely. Thanks again for stopping in studio with us.
No problem, brother.